Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my StoneBlock world. We've really been making some progress in here. Hi, welcome. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a good Monday. We've been working on this. This is all functional right now. It's still crushing some gravel because we were trying to get more diamonds. I was looking at some upgrades for this this guy because I can apparently make him quicker with some augmentation, but I don't really know how that works, so I think I'll leave that for right now. But that is in my brain at the back of it. I can make this faster if I want to, but I think I probably would just have two of them set up next to each other rather than, you know, making this one faster. But right now it's has enough electricity for all of this to work, just one at a time. But I was thinking between episodes, what do I want to explore next? And I think I decided at the end of last video to go back into this little quest log and see where we go next. And it looks like we're about to start some of Tinker's construct stuff, which is my favorite. So I decided, you know what? We're gonna get on that today. So first they want us to make a tool forge, which I think should be rather quickly done. Let's see. With what can we do this? Steel. We gotta have one of these blocks, just by chance. Blocks of iron, there we go. Seared bricks, a tool station, and some iron blocks. Okay, how do we get seared? Let me save this guy. And let's see how we get there. I think we're about to start a very exciting adventure. So unfortunately, we need grout. And grout can just be one of the more difficult things to get. We need gravel, sand, and clay. Okay, I believe we have access to all of these because we can get gravel and sand from cobble. And we could get clay from something. Okay. So I think we have this, just keep going. We get what we want, and this is gonna give us a bunch of gravel. Okay. Then let's see if I can, using this guy, do some of this. Okay, this will be a little bit quicker. Because while it's nice to have automation working in the background, because theoretically we kind of want that gravel to be turned into diamonds. I don't necessarily want to be using it right now. While we have that going on in the background, we're able to create a whole bunch from this stuff. And this is going to take a second. Oh, this is double compressed. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I can work with double compressed. Let me see. I thought I just picked up the regular compressed. Okay, my mistake in that case, because I don't think a double compressed works with my my tool, which is fine. This will be just as effective. And then we do this. There we go. And now we have a bunch of gravel, which I can just put in here. Maybe not as much gravel as I was hoping for, but gravel nonetheless. That didn't really work. Okay, I continue to be just terrible at splitting stuff up. It's fine, it's fine. I'll survive. I just don't know how I'm so bad at all this. My goodness, okay. And then I do the same with my gravel. Now, we're gonna need a lot of grout, so I think it's fine to do it as I am. Because we're gonna need it for this crafting, but we're also going to need it for the crafting of the next step. Okay, I'm again messing everything up. That's fine. Because after this we'll need, how does this go so wrong every single time? you get the real unfiltered version. Apparently I cannot craft, and that's driving me crazy right now. But yes, we're gonna need grout, a bunch of it anyway. We're needing it for this crafting recipe, which relatively it's only a couple pieces, so really we don't need a whole lot of it. But for the next part of this whole quest log, making the smeltery, we're about to need a whole lot of gravel. Why didn't you work? Oh, because that wasn't my right tool. I see. I was moving too quickly. Happens, of course. There we go. And now we've got our sand. We have a stack and a bit of sand, so let me just make like a stack and a bit of this. Honestly, let's just do it like this. Okay. And because I've proven time and time again I cannot do this, I'm just going to do this. I'm not gonna make it difficult right now. I'm just gonna do this. Perfect. A stack. That'll be more than we need, but it'll get the job done. And eventually we'll need to break more because we always need more. It's never quite enough. It's fine. It keeps everything interesting, I do suppose. All right. Now this is definitely going to be more of a longer term project because right now, as you can see, it's already taking us this long to get just the tool forge, and we're gonna have to make multiple components for the actual smeltery. So it's about to be a long-term project, but I think that's fun. I think we need a little bit of a long-term project, and I do personally love working with Tinker's Construct, so I'm very excited I get to do this. What are you? Steel. Go in here for now. Okay, that's looking good, and now we need to get to dust, which is a little bit of a process. Let's make ourselves some compressed gravel. I think something like that should do. Probably. I have no idea what the math behind this is. Well, I could figure it out, but I don't care to figure it out. But I think this will get us number-wise similar to what we're looking for. What am I looking for, you might be wondering? I don't really know. I'm just moving. Now this does cost a lot of materials for me to do this, unfortunately. But because this is very expensive to make, but I feel like we have enough iron. So I'm not too worried about wasting this right now. And then we'll get to craft a new one, which I think the first time I crafted it, I did craft it off camera. So clearly you're about to get to see me crafting this on camera, which is fun. How are you looking? Oh, we're rather low on this. I suppose that's fine. You can start with that. Where is my iron? Perfect. Okay. Let's make ourselves a compressed hammer. Okay. We want 9 of these. Perfect. Okay. Oh, we're like 1 short. That's probably fine. We do 1 here and 1 here. And then we go ahead and we just craft some more sticks. I don't think you can ever have too many sticks. We always need more sticks. Okay, and then this should get this all done. Now you see why this is an expensive recipe? Indeed, very expensive. But oh so worth it. Okay. There we go. Now we get to finish this off. And now with all of this sand we have gathered, we're about to make some compressed sand. Once again, we're looking at about 20 of these. Honestly, this will probably do. The only reason I'm not making as much of this right now is because we need a lot less clay than we need gravel and sand. So that's why I'm trying to keep that in mind. Okay, and now we've made dust. And now we get to start the fun, super long-term process. Let's see if I remember the steps. Okay, and we move slowly. You know what? I think I'll be nice. I think I'll give you guys a time lapse of this. This would be lovely if this worked, by the way, but it doesn't. And I won't make you watch every single second of this. I guess I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, we're almost at the end of this. This unironically took a solid 10 minutes to get done, and I definitely made more than I needed. But I will not be complaining about that because I think it's better to have more than we need rather than less than we need. Let me quickly grab some of this. This has, by the way, been going. Got some diamonds, which I'm not going to complain about. But yes, let's craft our grout. That took a long time. It was very mindless, but definitely still fun. All right, that looks like more grout than we're ever gonna need, which I'm very happy with. Let me put this here for now. Let me make a little projects chest, because we're gonna need to get more of this eventually, but eventually is not today. I do think I made a good call, and we probably won't have to be making clay anytime soon, but we were low on sand, which I did know going in. And now we get to do the most fun thing ever. Smelt for days and days and days and days and days. Get any? Okay, we did get some there. Perfect. Okay. Let me make another one of these. Let's get this set up with a stack over there. And then we grab some of this. Now we put that in there. And now everything should be smelting, which is very cool and very awesome. And we're gonna have to wait a little bit, but this will all be smelting in between videos. I think I'll leave this world on a little browser for a second. But what we really needed, I think we need one more, was one of these. Okay, we're gonna need more iron. Iron's the issue right now. A crafting table and a blank pattern. That I can do. Blank pattern. Crafting table. One of these. Actually, does that count as a tool station? Probably not. We need a tool forge. Okay. So what we're actually doing is we're making a tool forge, which allows us to make Tinker's Construct tools, which is custom tools made with custom metals, which we're about to make with the Tinker's Smeltery, which I'm quite excited for. But that is going to need a little bit more time and a little bit more work. But mainly, right now, we need a little bit more iron. Because it seems like we're gonna need more. I didn't mean to place it there, but it's been put there. Did I need to make all of these crafting tables? Furnaces? No, I had them over here, but it's too late now. Let's see if we've got a little bit of iron. That we do. That we do. Let's get some of this in here. Some of this. Okay. I'm like having like 6 different projects right now. It's fine. It's fine. We do this. We smelt this. Will this give us enough iron? I don't think so. We don't have any spare iron anywhere. Except right here. I guess we have to be patient. This will give us like 2 more blocks, and then we need 1 more block. Okay, I think that's probably just about what we need. Especially if we get some more here. But looks like we're getting some diamonds, which is very nice. We're collecting a bunch of fun stuff, which we can then put in this chest. But we're waiting to get 9 or 8 diamonds so we can have a second diamond mesh, which can go in here, so we can also manually do this. But we've got 2 diamonds in this chest, 2 in here. And that's why this is going, by the way. But as I know was an issue, we don't have enough electricity for both of these at the same time. Which I'm now remembering, but it's somewhat functional, so I guess that's fine. Let me grab some of these. We'll see if we ever get enough. But I think it's going well. I think we'll have our tool forge by the end of this video, which is very exciting. And then we get to work on the entire smeltery, which first means we need to craft all of these, and most of these do just require more of these seared bricks, which we've all by now, you know, mass crafted. So we're looking probably good on that for a little while. We'll have to see. And then after that has been done, we have to just put it all together, which is also super fun. And then we'll get to dig out, I think, a new little room. But then also, essentially, most of the furnaces will become obsolete to us because we'll be able to essentially smelt everything with Tinker's Construct, which is always very exciting. Do I have enough? I believe I have the exact perfect amount. And then that'll be done. In my process of doing all of this, I have trampled on my last remaining slot. It's fine, it's fine. This is slow progress, but progress nonetheless. We'll have to figure out some better electricity sources, it seems. But for now, it's doing okay. Probably should have built it out of something like tin, where I had a lot of just extra. But I didn't think. I thought I had enough iron. So now we have to wait for iron to smelt, and then we'll have this tool all ready and built, and you can join this. This is also all Tinker's, in case you were wondering. But this is the types of tools we can craft currently. So we have a sledgehammer, which works. Crushing. Okay, that's fun. A crook, a pickaxe. But so you see how these are all, you know, regular tools in theory, but they can be made from 3 different materials. And each of the materials has its own uses, which is very cool. And here's how we build the different parts and blah, blah, blah. All super fun, but it is a little bit more complicated, so I'm excited to get to work with that. And remember / relearn all the uses to all the different materials. And there we have it. Don't know if that quite, why didn't you, any tool forge? Okay, well, I guess it just didn't read. Sometimes it does that. I guess that's fine. But I think in my heart of hearts, we have achieved this goal. We have a tool forge, and it's awesome. And it'll get the job done, and I'm going to tie it into this one. Which it's just an advanced version of the one we had, so you'll see on this table, we only have these 3 rows of tools, and here we have many more, including a laser gun, in case you're wondering, a katana. I do love a good shuriken. It's a lot of fun to work with that one. It's a projectile weapon, which I'm usually not a fan of. I don't usually go for a bow, but a shuriken I do remember enjoying a lot. So that has now been completed. Very exciting. We're getting somewhere. Next time we're about to build a big machine. Apart from our electricity, I feel like it's gonna be our first real modded bigger project. But it is one I am more familiar with, so I'm excited to do that. But if this is your first time really watching modded Minecraft, it's about to get very, very exciting, and I'm very excited for that. We definitely have a lot of work to do, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll have a good time, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. A little bit different than usual with my time-lapse in there, but it was 10 minutes of repetitive movements I didn't want to make you all sit through, so I decided to make it a little bit shorter for you all. But hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we get to building some more fun stuff next video. If you did enjoy, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I do always appreciate all of your support. Hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon in this world or the next. All right, bye-bye.